Yes, sir, Ski. Oh, we in a building.
Hold on, let me turn this. Hold on, let me turn it off so you can see. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you got the blur background thing.
Yeah, hold on one second.
All good. Yeah. It changes color.
Oh yeah. So let me show you this. That's like my favorite. That's like my little toy last year I bought.
That's the whoa.
So if you set it, you can set it on whatever setting you want for the theme of the party.
Okay.
You can just leave it on that. It just like automatically just cycle through the colors.
Yo, that is fire. Okay. So we made. Is this new?
About 7, 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of this. This is the open house special deluxe premiere package.
This is the Premier Premium Deluxe package.
Understood. Okay. So start me from the beginning because I know some people seen the previous videos.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta kind of refresh for all the new folk.
All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start you guys from the beginning. Right?
Okay.
We're at the front entrance, right?
Okay.
As you can see, we have the glass up front, floor to ceiling windows with the glass. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my camera around so you will not get to see this handsome face. All right. So
Well, first and foremost, before we even do all that, let the people know who we speaking to again. You gotta reintroduce yourself.
it's your boy Terrion Whitlock, co-owner of Room 612 Event Center. We have the #1 event center here in Douglasville, Georgia.
Okay.
We're located at 2177 Favre Road in Douglasville, Georgia. Hit us up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying. Okay.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna turn everything around. Boom. So as you can see, you will insert here, right? We have our floor to ceiling windows, and then as soon as you enter the building, boom, we have our focal point. This is our grass wall, and this is our signature logo. This is the Room 612 background that we had custom made. This sign will go with the theme of the event. Right, it can be one solid color. So if you have a green event, it can be green. If you have a red theme event, it can be red. If not, we can just have it cycle through the colors. All right. So as we cycle through and come on through the main entrance, you will see that we have our main signature staple, the 612. Right.
That is hard.
Yeah, this is a fan favorite. This is what people love.
Was this custom made?
This was custom made. Shout out to my guy Jones Design. Shout out to my guy. He came in here and did this handmade. This is his creation.
That's crazy.
He put in the 612, but he did all this himself. Yes.
That's insane. That is hard. Okay.
Yeah. So as we come from here, we're gonna finalize the entrance with. We have our drapery, so we're getting ready for an event. So we have our shimmer wall here, but as you can see, we have the white drapery right here. This is our entrance right here. This is our entrance. So once you come in, you will see grass wall, sign. This is our focal point wall, and then this wall is usually draped out right here.
Okay.
All right, cool. So then we're gonna make our way into the main area. But before we get into the main area, we're gonna make a immediate right, and we're gonna come into this multi-purpose space, right?
Okay.
I like calling it multi-purpose because I have seen it used for multiple different things, right? So what we have it set up for now is food. We usually have 2 6-foot tables in here and then 1 4-foot table. We can add an additional high board for like a fruit tray or a tea or a lemonade. The 4-foot table gives us room for plates, forks, knives, spoons, and then with the 2 6-foot tables, we have room for 8 to 9 serving stations or chafing dishes, right?
Okay.
And so we have it set up this way where you can have, if you choose to use it for food, you can have the tables off the wall to where you can have servers behind the tables.
Okay.
Right? Or you can have the option to put the tables up against the wall, and then we can have people to come and serve themselves buffet style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna exit out of this room.
So do people get the chafing dishes or no?
Say it again.
Do people get like do you provide the chafing dishes or no?
No, we don't provide a chafing dish.
Okay, so they can bring them themselves.
Exactly.
Okay, have you considered adding the chafing dishes?
I have considered it. I just haven't really had many people to kind of balk at not having chafing dishes.
Right.
It hasn't been an issue for us.
Okay. Yeah, because I know back when we used to operate BK Event Spaces, a lot of people really loved the idea of us providing those chafing dishes just because one, obviously it looks a little bit better, and then two, like they don't have to worry about bringing it.
Right. And I definitely can see that. One thing we have considered is, I think you had this in your setup, like the station.
The food stations, yeah.
The food station, we have considered that. I would do that versus the chafing dishes. But yeah.
Really? I would do opposite.
You would do chafing?
Because think about it like this, right? The food stations, yeah, they add that wow effect, right? But you already have the rectangle tables, so that serves the same purpose as the food stations. You don't have the chafing dishes, so there's nothing serving. Like me right now, like say if you were to go get the food stations, I still have to go get chafing dishes.
Right, 100%.
You see what I'm saying? As opposed to you get chafing dishes, now food, I don't have to bring anything but my food.
But food,
Right. And it's a lower cost to you versus having to go ahead and get the food stations. So you solve a problem and you spend less money.
Got it. No taking.
And you can get those on Webstaurant Store, shout out Roadmap. You have those, they're literally there for like what, maybe 30, 40 bucks a piece. I mean, yeah, they have the fancier ones as well, but I mean, you can get the job done 20, 30 bucks a piece.
Absolutely. Okay, no taking.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, let's keep it running.
So before we go into the main area, I'm gonna make this immediate left.
Okay.
And we have, this is a multi-purpose space again, right? So this area serves as a few different things. Most people come in and they want to use it as a changing room, right? Another popular thing that we have seen for this room is people, when they have kids, they want the kids to have a separate area, right? So kids can come in here and chill out. If you have, say, a younger crowd, right? You have elderly guests. They don't want to be in there with the loud music. They can come in here and chill out, right? If a mom is breastfeeding, she can come in here and chill out. If your client wants to come in and make an outfit change, instead of hogging up the restroom, they can come in here and do that, right?
Okay.
Multi-purpose space.
Yeah, like a mini multi-purpose space. Okay. Yeah. Nah, this is clean. This is clean. Did you have a mirror in there as well?
Say it again.
You had a mirror in there as well, right?
That, so you can check out the fit.
Okay. Say no more.
Yep. So then we're going to walk into the main area, and as you can see, we have the main area pretty much.
This is fire.
50% set up for our next event, right?
Let me see the focal point. This is nice.
So what we have here is, this is something that we have just recently added, right? This is our 8x8, and this is our display board. So these are past events that we have done. So when people come in, we can say, okay, we can give you this event, or what about this event?
Yo, this is freaking smart.
And so over here, and we have our marquee letters, we have a few backdrops, sofas, pedestals, we have our moon. This is another. So
Yo, this is a play.
packages, and that's another set of packages.
This is a play. Yeah, I hope y'all who are watching this right now taking notes, because this is a play.
And so let me break this down. Client walks in.
Yo, when he clears the throat, pause. When he clears the that's when you know you better give sauce. Go ahead.
Client walks in. Client loves the space.
Okay.
Client loves your vibe. You love their vibe. They're feeling you, right?
Okay.
The space sells itself. We talk about this. A lot of times, clients, prospects, guests are not visionaries. We're the visionaries.
Okay.
Space owners. So when they walk in and see the space decorated, it may not be to their taste, but I can show them on my display board other variations, right? Here's another variation. This is another variation. This is another variation. So yeah, that was the thought process behind doing this.
I love it.
And of course, we already have decor set up, right? So there's a few decor options that we offer. Of course, we have other options up here.
I love it.
So panning from left to right, as you can see, we have our 6-foot tables. We do have high boards that we offer. For basic and standard events, we do offer speakers with the Bluetooth microphone. So like your business functions, your pop-up shops, and all that good stuff. Moving from left to right, I do have my 8x8 display board, but I already talked about. I have my marquee letters, and I have just one variation of backdrop set up with the LED neon sign for the occasion, right? Sofas, pedestals, all that good jazz. In the corners, you will see the blue lights. Those are our up lights that we have added. Those come with the space.
Those are clean.
Yes. People love those. And then the cool thing about the up lights is, of course, you can change whatever color you want. So
right.
whatever theme of the color, if it's a pink baby shower, green safari, all that good jazz. And then we have the table set up, basic table set up right now. A few tall bases with some submerged candles, charger plates, napkins. And with our this is our velvet tablecloth right here, so we have those set up. Another thing that we added, which is another way to showcase your events, is we have pictures of past events on display on our projector, right?
Okay.
All those are past events. So if you don't have the display boards, you can have them on display. And then clients love that because let's just say for a birthday party or a baby shower, you can have pictures of the guests over the last few years, right?
Right. Yeah.
Cool. So going to the back, Wi-Fi, right?
Needed.
Wi-Fi codes everywhere.
Absolutely.
Of course, I got 2 thermostats, and we have full instruction on how to use that. Going to the back, I always describe this as the ugliest room in the house, but one of the most necessary ones, right?
Right.
Because this is our cleaning / utility closet. All cleaning supplies are provided for you. Broom, mop, dustpan, trash bags, all that good stuff is kept in here. So anything that needs to be cleaned up, you can go in here. It's in here. It's going to be sprays, wipes, and we recently added a first aid kit. So if you cut yourself doing setup, grab a Band-Aid. All right, don't bleed all over the floor.
Facts.
Next.
Shout out to plants.
Number 1, unisex, ADA compliance, right? No line, no wait, unisex, ADA.
Who decorated the bathroom? Who decorated the bathroom?
Why do you ask?
It looks nice. I'm just curious.
So this was...
Nah. Why do you ask is crazy.
This was like a 60-40 my wife came up with the color scheme and the simplistic nature of the bathroom. I wanted to go crazy. She said keep it simple, accent wall, and we just kind of like tag team. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And so we did we had the idea of doing male and female, but wanted to keep both of them unisex. So we have both of them the same, right? Unisex, ADA compliant. The only difference in the 2 restrooms is you have your baby changing station, right?
Clutch.
Key thing about baby changing station, you gotta have a refill pad.
Interesting.
Gotta have a refill pad. I learned this. When you run out of these refill pads, people are like, I didn't want to touch it. These are cheap. You can get like 500 of these on Amazon for like $15.
I never even noticed that.
Yeah, so you gotta have a refill pad because people don't want to touch it. So if you have a refill pad, people can pull these out, lay the paper out, put the kid down, do their thing, and it's sanitary.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. Moving to the back, 2 big trash cans. Both are on wheels. They can be moved. We have our custom bar area. Now, the cool thing about this bar is it is on wheels, so it can be moved. If you want to put it in the main area, you can put it in the main area. We just have it here in this back area because we feel like it's best suited back here and it has its own space back here, right?
Okay.
So a couple of key things about the bar. It does come with a cooler. As you can see, the cooler does have my property tag on it, all right? This cooler belongs to Room 6 of the Event Center. Please do not take it home. Your cousin cannot have it. No.
Interesting.
And then we do have our custom logo in the back as well. Right?
Fire.
Rounding out the back is our kitchenette. This is basic, no cooking on site. Fridge, freezer, microwave, prep table only, and then we added in some cabinets here later on. But prep table, fridge, freezer, microwave, and then we have a cart where your chefs or caterers kind of push stuff back and forth.
Okay. That's clutch. That's clutch. The cart is clutch.
Yeah, I use the cart more than anybody, to be honest.
The cart is clutch. See, all my event spaces were on like different levels, so I never really invested into one, but I can see why that would be important.
Cart is clutch. Cart is $30-$40. You can catch them used Facebook Marketplace, $20, like simple. I literally caught that cart for like $10, spray painted it, and it's been rocking with me for like the last 3 years.
Okay. Knowing what you know now, because obviously your venue didn't look like this when you first started, right? So I mean, like, what are like the top 3 things that you would say you didn't realize moved the needle? Like one of them would be like the papers for the baby changing stations, right? So I'll give you, so that's one, right? What's like two other things that you would say like, yo, I wish I invested into this sooner?
Moving the needle, things that move the needle. So
And it doesn't have to be physical. It could be
have
anything.
a separate space.
Say that again?
The opportunity for people to have a separate space outside of the main space, right?
Okay.
So the changing room that I had up there earlier, that used to be like a storage closet.
Okay.
All right. So I utilize that extra area for the changing room or the multi-purpose space. That moved the needle more than I ever realized, because people come in there like, oh, this is extra. I can just do this in here, or I can do this in here, or grandma can sit in here.
Okay.
That was one. The baby changing station pass. So another one. Having your work on display. So when I first started out, I didn't have much decor, right? So I only had the one backdrop out, right? And so when we would do events, pictures, photos are key, right? Before I had the display boards, the projector went crazy because people would walk in and see the pictures flashing. Oh, you guys did that event? Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a baby shower? Oh, I want that. So having your work on display or easily accessible was like a game changer.
Wow.
Like, one hands down game changer. Yeah, so I would say those three things, and then of course the display boards were like, the display boards goes hand in hand with having rentals and having your rentals on display.
Right.
So people can come in and see them. So yeah.
100%. That's super key. I mean, I guess taking it a little step back, right? Now, obviously, your space is a little bit more seasoned. You've had it for a couple years now, or whatever the case may be, right? How important is it that people don't get caught up in the nitty gritty, the fancy frills and stuff like that, and just get into a space as soon as possible?
So I would say one thing that I learned and I tell people is 75 to 80% is enough. What do I mean? A lot of this stuff that I have in here now, I did not have when I first opened up, right? The decor, the fancy, chandelier and all this added stuff, I did not have. It was enough, right? And so the minimum viable product will get you in the door. And then from there, it's about having your customers reinvest into your business. What does that mean? Get deposits, get people to book. Take that money and reinvest into your space, and then you can upgrade. Then you can buy some newer stuff, and then you can, make your, dress your space up the way you want to do it. But I just always caution people away from looking at the final product and trying to go in for the final result on day one, because it's a marathon. It's not like a sprint.
100%.
Right? We're in here for the long haul, so I want you to have the basics and have the upgrades in mind, but not go for the upgrades day one. It's not necessary.
Right.
And you're gonna go broke too.
100%. I guess, what are some things that you wish you didn't do? So flipping it on the opposite side right now, what are some things that you wish you didn't do?
I would say I wish I didn't care about the details so much. Like I would say that for real. Like I wish I didn't care about the details so much, and I wish I understood that 75% was enough. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I put too much into, it has to be this, it has to be this, I'm missing a light cover here, or, I got to have this kind of trash can, like from my grand opening, I got a lot of positive feedback, and I got some constructive criticism, and I think I focused too much on the constructive criticism, right?
Okay.
Trying to go fancy.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Absolutely. So people were saying, I love the space. This is friends and family. I love the space. Congratulations. Proud of you guys. Wish you would have had a different trash can.
Okay.
Right? Or I wish you guys would have did something different with the soap dispensers.
Interesting.
Here's the thing. This is no lie. I wish you guys would have, and then they would send you a link to like this LED powered mirror. This would be really nice in your bathroom.
Got you.
I got into my head and I was like, dang, we should do this or we should do that. Not understanding that what I had in the space was the gym. All those other things are just extras.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish I would have understood, like just doubling down on the fact that 75% is enough.
Okay.
It's enough, bro. It's enough. Like paint, floors, lights, open.
Do you feel like most people not knowing or like not having somebody in their corner would make these kind of mistakes of just over investing into their property?
100%, 100%. Because a lot of you have to realize that we're in this like instant gratification time where people just look on Instagram. So people may look on my Instagram or some of the people who are big event space owners in their city Instagram, and they'll see finished products. You know what I'm saying? And they chase that.
Yeah.
Right? Not understanding that what you are seeing is a work in progress.
Okay.
Right? And for me, I can only speak for myself. For me, not having that mentorship or that tutelage, I would have probably made a lot of those major mistakes, right? So having somebody in my corner to say, you don't need that, right? Focus on this, this, and this, and then that will come. Wait 6 months before you do this. That's not necessary. Get this from here. Call this person. When you ask for this, tell them that. You know, just formulating your plan, like having that map, having that guide. That is everything. If you don't have that, you can spend so much money on unnecessary stuff. You don't know how to talk to people when they come in for open houses. You will blow the bag on marketing.
Oh my God.
Will kill you.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't know what you're doing. And so not having a guide or a mentor like is critical. It's critical for sure.
I feel like a lot of times, and it literally just I almost lost the train of thought, but I feel like a lot of times when people go into this business, especially not knowing the foundations and whatnot, kind of exactly what you said, they end up spending on the wrong things. And I was watching a video the other day and it made so much sense. And it was like, the best business strategists are the best at prioritization. And basically, when you unpack that, it's like knowing how to allocate resources with limited resources. Like, we're, as entrepreneurs, we all have so much time, right? It's like, okay, cool. I'm going to invest in the property. I'm going to invest in marketing. I'm going to invest in automation. I'm going to invest in team. I'm going to invest in a sign. And a lot of times, what especially ache into our industry, people spend a lot of their limited resources, money and time, on the wrong things. And they end up realizing way too late, okay, maybe I should have invested into this. Maybe I should have invested in that. And what does that look like? And I'll tell everybody basically what that looks like. A lot of times people will, like, I literally was on a call and I mean, I felt so bad for the guy that I almost wanted to just help him for free. But then again, obviously when you don't pay attention, right? He spent $400,000 on his venue. Guess where he is right now? About to lose it. Spent $400,000 making this big, beautiful, grandiose, venue was gorgeous. But guess what he does not have? Customers. Yeah. And my heart almost burst because I'm just like, you spent all of your resources on the wrong thing. If I can go back in time, if I can literally grab the 22-year-old Brian, I would have spent half the money on courses. I mean, to be very honest, I can't even blame myself because I looked, but there wasn't anybody out there teaching it. Right. So I couldn't, I looked out online for courses and stuff like that. I reached out to people and stuff like that, but nobody was offering these kinds of services. So now that there are those kind of services where they have venue marketing, they have venue coaching, things like that, I would literally plead with anybody who does want to start this business, because this is not one of those businesses that you can just come in and wing it. No. This is not a cleaning business where you could just go to Dollar Tree, get a couple things. This is not a type of freaking, I don't even know what's a business that, I feel like every business costs money to start now. This is not one of those businesses that you could just kind of start and literally just with nothing. This business costs a lot of money. And if you don't do it the correct way, and you don't apply it the correct way, it's gonna burn you. It's gonna end up costing you a lot more. And then the thing about it is you can't go back in time. You already spent all that money on the floor. You already spent all that money on the building. You already spent all that money on a build out. 100%. Can't get that back. That's the toughest thing. So I mean, I guess one of the only other things that I would really want to know, right? So obviously you're a family man, you're a husband, you're a father, you know what I'm saying? You're a student of the game, right? What's one thing that you would say to a Terrion that's out there who's also a husband, who's also a father, who might just be a little bit nervous to go ahead and jump into this business?
So I look at nerves as that's something that you can be nervous about getting in your car, right? You can be nervous about jumping in the pool, swimming. You can be nervous about asking a girl out, right? The thing that cures the nerve is, in my mind, it's one of two things. It's practice that thing or having expertise in that thing, right? So if it's something that you can do to get over the nerves, like if you can practice it before you do it, then practice it. If it's something that you can't practice, then you have to have a level of expertise to guide you into it, to take away the nerves, right?
Okay.
So if there's a Terrion out there looking at my situation, God-fearing man, husband, father, entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, you working a full-time job, you're trying to figure it out, and you're just like, man, I want to jump. I'll just tell you this. There is nothing that comes to you while you are dreaming but the dream, right?
Damn.
It's the thought of the dream. The actual tangible results don't come until you do, right? And when you do, you want to do it right? And so for me, I'm emphatic in this. This is no cap. This is real spill. Some of the best money that I have ever invested was in mentorship and tutelage and getting that expertise.
Right.
Right? Because if you don't know, you don't know. Right? And here's the thing about it is, people who are afraid to invest, you're gonna invest in time or you're gonna invest in money. Right? And here's what I mean. You can figure it out on your own, but it's gonna take you a lot longer. Or you can invest the money with an expert, a coach, and get it done the right way and kind of cut those corners in half the time.
100%.
That's just how I feel about it.
100%. Could always make back money, but you can't make back time.
You cannot make that time, bro. And as a married man with kids, 2 small kids, time is precious, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't get that time back. You know what I'm saying? My time is precious.
100%. People, and it's so funny because coming up on this new year, like, people are gonna look at, like, if we just compare, okay, cool, what was your 2024 New Year's resolution? Or even you don't even have to go that far. Let's just ask, how long have you wanted to start an event-based business? 3 years. Why is it taking so long? If you had this business up and running 2 months after you started thinking about it, how much more money would you have? How much more time with your family would you have had? Now bring that up into the present. Think about how many more memories, how your bank account would have been looking like if you made that decision 3 years ago.
100%.
What would that person look like? I'm so big, like, money in the bank account is doing you nothing compared to the skills that you could be investing in.
1,000%.
Like, $100,000 sitting in a bank account, I would rather go ahead and put that, and I might be risky, I might be brazen, I might be bold, you know what I'm saying? But like, especially any man should look at it like this, or woman, is like, once you have your nest egg taken care of, as in, okay, 6 months emergency funds or whatever, God forbid, you know, all hell breaks loose, whatever the case may be, like, you're good for like 6 months or whatever the case may be, you should be investing the rest of that in skills. And to be very honest, if you don't have that 6 months in reserves or whatever the case may be, that's even more of a reason that you should be investing in skills. Because why don't you have that? Why do you have to work through Christmas? Why do you have to work on the holidays? I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm a workaholic. I work every single day, but I work because I want to, not because I have to. I work for the love of the game. I work just because I love my company, I love what we do, right? But if you don't have that 6 months of reserves, if you don't have the opportunity to go walk away from your job from Christmas, this is exactly why you should be doing it. So you can have that option.
I 100% agree. I'll just tell you, for me, you know, walking into this event space, man, it has changed my life. It is so different to have a building, keys, a front door and a back door, a parking lot. Like, it's different, bro. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And the cool thing about it is, for me, is that I get to shape my kids' memories with the actions that I take part in right now. My kids know when they come in here, they're like, we're going to the event space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when I walk out the house, I could be going to the gym, bro. I could be going to the grocery store. They don't think that. They say, Daddy's going to the event space.
That's so different. That's a whole different conversation.
Where you coming from the event space? I'm like, I'm coming from my sister's house. No, you went to the event space and you didn't take me. You know what I'm saying? It's different because now they get to experience and see what ownership, entrepreneurship looks like.
Yeah.
They get to experience that. And who am I to rob them of that because of my fear? You know?
Damn.
So it's like, bro, it is so much bigger than what you think it is. If you take the necessary steps, invest into yourself, because that was the number one thing I had to do. I had to get out of that mindset of spending this money. No, it was investing into myself, because now the knowledge and the tutelage, all that game, you see the results of it. You know what I'm saying? It's paying off. It pays off monthly, weekly, shit, daily.
That is, I've never even thought about that. And I mean, I probably never thought about it because I don't have kids, but I mean, even more so, could be forward thinking. By you not investing in yourself, you are literally robbing your kids' core memories. Because if you look at two men, there's like, okay, cool. There's the father that never sees his kids, or the mom that never, like I was raised where I barely saw my mom growing up until I was probably 12, 13 years old. Why? Because she was always working. Now, mind you, obviously, like, shout out my mom, like she came to this country from another country. That's a whole different situation, right? And still made it for herself. So imagine like you as a man or as a woman, you not investing into the skill set to go ahead and better your life is literally robbing your kids of a better life for themselves.
100%.
That's crazy. I ain't even trying to get preachy, but I feel like any man or woman should make them look at life and look at investing so differently. Wow, that's just a whole, I think we should just end it off like that, because that's real. That's real. My guy. I know you're at open house doing things. I appreciate you jumping on this, giving the people that game. Let the people know one more time where we at, what we doing, where we doing it with.
Listen, it's your boy Terrion Whitlock, co-owner of Room 612 Event Center. And I say co-owner because it is a team. It is a team effort. It's me and my wife. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to Quita.
Shout out Quita.
Tristan, Dave, love y'all. Listen, 2177 Fairview Road. We have the #1 event center here in Douglasville, Georgia. I have to skedaddle because I literally have like a line of people outside who are like trying to get in here.
Oh, shoot.
Right now. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm gonna go collect this bag. Listen, invest into yourself. B, I see you.
Yo, let's get it, my guy. Appreciate you.